Hello. This is Sir Reginald Buxton III, calling from East Strathenfordshire. Listen, I just wanted you fellows to know what a big hit your show is, even here in Kentucky.
Now, here is Mary backstage to address her many thousands of friends in person. Mary?
Thank you. To say that I was overwhelmed with your reaction to my offer of the Mary Backstage Marigold is to put it mildly. We here at the Backstages are so excited that you want these marigolds that we just can't contain ourselves. We're so delighted. We know you'll be thrilled to pieces when you see your Sunset Giants mixed colors. They drain nicely in soil that is, that drains nicely and gets plenty of sun. So won't you today make up your mind to send for the Mary Backstage Marigolds? Just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Mary Backstage Marigolds, WOR, New York, 10018. You'll love them.
Let me repeat that address for you, Mary Backstage. It's Mary Backstage Marigolds, care of WOR Radio, New York 10018, and enclose the self-addressed stamped envelope, please.
Let me just reiterate what the announcer said. If you like the Mary Backstage Marigold offer, send for yours today, and send before midnight so you won't forget.
Fine. And be sure to listen for Mary Backstage tomorrow when our story continues, and we'll hear Greg Marlowe say,
I have a great new play for you.
Hello, my name is Walter Height, and I'm here with another Bob and Ray news special. 7 months ago, Thor Benson set out in a raft from Catalina Island in an attempt to determine how far the Morrisby warm water stream extended into the Pacific. Yesterday, Mr. Benson drifted into Japanese fishing waters, and the situation is tense. For a report on the tenseness of the situation, we take you to a pleasure boat near Moonlicky Bay and Larry Laser. Come in, Larry.
Hello, Waldy. Can you hear me?
Not very well, Larry.
Well, I'm aboard a pleasure boat, Waldy.
What's that, Larry?
A pleasure boat. I'm aboard a pleasure boat near Moonlicky Bay.
I got that news over the teletype, Larry. Are there any new developments on the Thor Benson situation?
A pleasure boat, Waldy.
Where, Larry?
A pleasure boat near Moonlicky Bay.
Can you see Thor Benson from your vantage point?
Yes, Waldy. I'm on a pleasure boat, and I can see Thor Benson. He's still on the raft.
On the what, Larry?
He's still on the raft. He's in bad shape and won't accept any help.
Why is that, Larry?
Well, Benson is out to prove that one man with a month's food supply can drift out into the Morrisby warm water stream and back again.
I see, and since he started out on the Morrisby warm water stream 7 months ago, he's had no food for 6 months.
Oh, that's right, Waldy. And that's how this international incident started. Benson drifted into Moonlicky Bay and started to fish.
Wasn't there something about Benson catching a seagull?
That's right, Waldy. He caught one in Japanese fishing waters and was spotted by the Japanese Coast Guard. They made him give it back, and right after that, an Argentinian gunboat came on the scene, and that's the way it's been going and has been sinking after the usual exchange of shells.
I see. Where was Thor Benson during this time?
Well, he was desperate for food and finally managed to get some after a while, and the whole thing was going very bad. And he was treated very well by the Polish sailors. Later, he was commended by the captain of the SS Kowalski.
Did Benson start drifting back on the Morrisby warm water stream after that?
Well, not immediately. He was given provisions by the Polish captain, but because of the weather and all, it was difficult. And a direct hit by the torpedo, Benson managed to get underway after that.
So then the situation was considerably eased.
Yes, there wasn't much more you could do because of all to go through the scene, and the surrender papers were signed aboard the HMS Furious. And that's about all from here, Walter.
Thank you, Larry Laser, for reporting the top of the news. And this is Walter Height telling you that the situation is far from being eased. Temporary crisis has been averted. Tomorrow is the key day. What will it bring? The end of the world as we know it, or a 1,000-year peace? Who can say? Goodbye and good luck.
Bob, come in, please.
Thanks for sending it over to me, Ray Goulding. And, ma'am, did you have a pleasant stay at the Bob and Ray Hotel last night?
It was very nice.
Didn't you find it lived up to all of your
It
expectations?
wasn't as bad as I thought, although I would suggest that you put blankets in one of those bureau drawers. I had to get up at night. It was chilly.
It's been unusually cool for this month.
Yes, I had to throw on the raincoat over the bed
Well,
to
that's
keep
too
me
bad.
warm. But other than that, you don't have hot water. I don't know as you know that. Do you
Well,
know?
during the summer, did you have the continental breakfast this morning, the donut and coffee?
Man wouldn't give it to me. I got down there about 20 minutes to 10.
Oh, no.
This old codger just said, nope,
They have it before 9
nothing
o'clock,
doing,
you know.
Yes.
Well, tell me, you sent on your card, and the reason we held you over here in the audience was because you had such an interesting card.
Yeah.
It says that you're a lady homemaker. Is that right?
That's right. And my name is Margot Schechter-Lusengard.
What could I call you for short? 'Cause I'll
Margot.
never remember that.
Margot.
Margot, where do you make your home?
Well, I'm making my home right now on a 2-acre plot in Acton, Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
And
Find an old farmhouse or something?
no, I just found a lovely little piece of property there, and I'm going to put up a little house there.
And you're doing this
Kind of a
yourself?
split level. Match my personality.
You're doing this yourself or what? Do you have help?
Well, I'm sorry, I
Do
wasn't
you
listening.
have
I was
a
laughing.
crew working up there for you?
No, I do it myself. I'm a true homemaker.
Really going
Yes.
at it?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, fine.
Well,
Wonderful.
why did they pick you? I don't see anything particularly interesting.
Well,
about
I
this.
was in movies years ago.
Oh, I guess that was it. You were in silent pictures?
Well, I was an ingenue for many years.
Is that so?
Yes. And then I got caught in a stampede scene, and I've been playing old lady parts ever since.
Well, Margot, it's been a wonderful pleasure to chat with you, and I hope that the rest of your visit will be as pleasant as this first part has been. I'm going to
All right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen.
move over to another part of
Thank you.
the other side of the audience here across the aisle.
Me.
Now, here.
No, me.
No, let me pick some places.
Him.
all right.
Me.
Go ahead.
Let me ask a question.
Him.
All right, with you, I guess they were pointing at, sir. Would you like to be held up for ridicule?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, would you stand up in the aisle here?
Okay. Swell.
Well, I guess we all can see why they
Well, he has little bells
Little
on
bells
his shoes.
on his
No
shoes
wonder
there.
he's being held up for ridicule.
This, what's the reason for this, sir?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of an attention-getting device. Plus, when I can always get a seat in the subway. When the doors swing open, I step on with these shoes with bells on them. Everybody gets right out of that car, and I have it all alone,
I can well imagine.
all by myself.
Well, thanks for coming here today, and I
Okay.
hope you enjoy the show. And Thursday is usually Audience Talent Day. Do we have anyone in the audience with
Me.
talent that
Me.
they'd like to display?
Me,
All
Lester
right.
McAck.
Lester McAck.
Yes, sir.
And where's your home, Lester?
I'm from Trenton, New Jersey.
You're not
And,
too far away from home, then, are you?
no.
Can you move in a little bit closer here so we can hear every word you have to say?
All right.
McAck, what kind of a name is that?
I think it's kind of Scotch and Peruvian.
I guess some kind of a combination.
Something like that. I don't know. I remember my grandparents discussed it one night, but...
They were disgusted one night by what?
No, they were discussing it.
Oh.
And I couldn't make much head and tail out of it.
Well, now, you said... Yes. You said on your card that you are a tap dancer, I believe.
Well, I'm trying to be.
Oh, you haven't become a professional as yet.
No, not yet, no, but I
You
hope.
appear anywhere tap dancing?
No. I'll get up maybe down at the lodge and tap if I'm invited, but not too much. I do it mostly for my own enjoyment at home or on a subway. Oftentimes, I get a seat in the subway that way. The doors swing open and I step on tap dancing.
Sure.
I have that
People
whole
get
car
it.
all by myself.
I can imagine.
They all just file right out of it.
Well, now our audience loves to have its own members show their talent, no matter how minuscule it may be. And I think right now, I say our audience members love to see one another get up here and perform, no matter whether they have talent or not.
Oh, I like to say something about minuscule, because I'm Scotch.
Oh, no. Well, let's hear you give us a little example of your tap dancing. Mr. Music, would you give him a little background, please?
Bad, Bob, huh?
Pretty good. Trick step coming up now. Remember, the number to call is Lexington 2, and we'll be checking through for an hour after the show.
Great, Lester.
How long does this go on, Lester? I'm getting a little bit bored with it at this point.
Oh, I can start anything.
Do you have a big finish on this?
I don't know how to finish it.
I wouldn't advise you to go into this professionally, but as long as you can have fun with it, I guess it's okay.
Well, thanks a lot.
It's all right. I hope we've helped you on your way to stardom.
Never can tell, but if I reach stardom, I'll never forget who gave me the start.
Who?
You fellas.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, if you get there, be sure to have fun.
Not bad when you think of it, to go down to the audience and find talent just sitting there like that. It's very unusual and wonderful.
Hey, guys, listen. Got a funny idea for a sketch for your show. So we hear a door open, and Ray comes in. He's like, hey, honey, what's first? Bob comes in. He says, hey, honey, what's... No, it's Ray. Ray's the one who comes in. He says, hey.
Down in Peanut Grove, Texas, is the big Aqua Jollies. They've been conducting the Aqua Jollies down there on Labor Day, I think, for the past 15 years, Bob.
Yes, it's kind of a yearly anniversary of the Battle of the Alamo, which occurred only 987 miles away in San Antonio.
That's right. So you can see the real tie-in. And it's a special feature that we're delighted to arrange to broadcast today. Our first-string correspondent, Wally Ballou, is being assisted in this coverage by Artie Schermerhorn, who is our roving reporter. And incidentally, we're glad to hear from old Artie Schermerhorn, since this is the first word we've had of him since he started roving 2 months ago. Okay, take it away, Wally Ballou.
This is Wally Ballou, winner of 27 Diction Awards and Silver Voice Special Correspondent, speaking to you from the shores of the Mammoth Lagoon at Peanut Grove, Texas, where the annual Aqua Jollies are now in progress. On the opposite shore is Artie Schermerhorn, and I'm going to call him in now.
This is Artie Schermerhorn on the opposite shore of the Mammoth Lagoon at Peanut Grove, Texas. Incidentally, if you've been wondering where I've been for the last 2 months, fellas, I've been roving around, nosing here and there, looking for interesting things to cover. It was just yesterday that I ran into old Wally in the Stardust Cafe. He was,
This is Wally Ballou, and I'd like to describe for you the setting of this beautiful pageant. On a sort of an island in the middle of the lagoon is a replica of the famous Alamo, surrounded on all sides by pure water, representing the desert outside San Antonio in the old days. The gallant defenders are waiting tensely for the attack, which is about to be launched by the Mexican Army and their Indian allies. How does it look from your side, Artie?
It looks mighty tense.
Thank you very much. And now here they come, and the attack is beginning. Here come the Comanche Indians, insane with the fury of battle. There are hundreds of them, all on water skis, drawn by a regiment of fiberglass boats propelled by outboard motors. Now, the defenders of the Alamo are coming out to meet the Indians. Artie, can you pick it up from there?
The brave defenders of the Alamo are coming out to meet the Indians. The defenders are enacted by hundreds of beautiful girls. And here on today's show, we had planned to present the first episode of the Traveling Bedloes.
Well, this is radio's first 3-minute situation comedy, but we thought it would be nice if we told you a little bit about the show first.
And we thought, too, it would be a good thing if you could meet the members of the cast assembled here on stage.
Mm-hmm. Well, first, the show. The Traveling Bedloes live in a trailer, or a mobile home, if you will.
And they'll be the family next door. Of course, as is the case with most families who live in trailers, the families next door will be an ever-changing parade of mirth-provoking ordinary people.
Even as you and I.
Right.
And so much for the show. Now the cast. First, there's Henry Bedloe. He's the husband of Norma Bedloe, father of Sandra Bedloe, troublesome teenager. Ralph Bedloe, a teenager who's quite troublesome. And finally, 6-year-old Jill Bedloe, who has a problem growing up. First, let's say hello to all the people we've mentioned thus far.
And here's the man we've selected to play Henry Bedloe in real life,
the great actor Parker Donovan. Well, hi, Park. And are you looking forward to doing the show?
Sure. Gives me a chance to grow. An artist can stagnate doing plays on Broadway. That's why I'm happy this thing came along.
For you folks out there, Parker is using his own voice now, but it will be different on the show.
Yeah.
Can you give us a sample, Park, something from the first script?
Sure. Hey, Norma. Slow down when you go over the bumps. I've got egg on my face again.
And they have a sample of the voice Parker Donovan will be using when he essays the role of Henry Bedloe. And also a sample of the humor you can expect, too.
Now it's time to say hello to real-life actress Lucille Amy Packard, who will play the part of Norma Bedloe, Henry's wife and mother of Sandra, Ralph, and Jill Bedloe. Hi, Lucille.
Thank you. Hello, Bob. Say, this role is a wonderful deal for me.
Yeah.
I know my agent gave you a difficult time, but what with all the wonderful offers I got, breaking all at once, you can understand my agent wanting the best deal for me.
Yeah, well, he mentioned the fact that you were a mediocre actress and said he sincerely hoped that things would work out.
He's a wonderful man, wonderful.
Lucille, would you preview your Norma Bedloe voice, the one that you'll be using on our new show, The Traveling Bedloes?
All right. This is the voice I plan to use on the Traveling Bedloes. I'll read part of the first script.
Okay,
all right?
good. Sure.
Ralph, as soon as we come to the first stop signal, I'm going to have your father give you a lecture about hanging around the house in the afternoon.
Amazing what you can do, Lucille, when you really put your mind to it. You're a real pro.
And now, how about the kids?
Okay, well, there's Elihu Rancid, who plays the part of teenaged Ralph Bedloe. Come on up here, Elihu.
Say, this is the voice I'm going to use on the show.
Uh-huh.
So, can I scram now? I got to pick up my dog. He flunked out of obedience school, and the headmaster can't get him to leave the place.
Sure. That also is on the script, as we say in the phrase. So you can see how funny he'll be with qualified help.
And then we have Myrna Sandifer, who plays the part of 6-year-old Jill Bedloe.
Hello, Myrna Sandifer. Welcome to our show.
Hey, Mr. Grovel.
No, his name is Goulding and mine is Elliot.
Say, do you know what the midget shouted when he was being eaten by the big bad giant?
No, what did the midget shout, Myrna?
Look at me. I got a view from the bridge. Of course, that's including that, the giant has to have false teeth.
Uh-huh.
But my mother, Mrs. Sandifer, said I should say it anyway because I would be well-liked immediately.
Well, I can see you have no trouble with a little trooper like you, Myrna.
I get cranky in front of...
Crowds?
No, I get cranky in front of the thing in front of your face.
The microphone.
That's right. I get cranky in front of...
Well, we'll slap your hand if that happens, Myrna. We're not worried about you, certainly.
Well, I am. Goodbye.
Bye.
Now then, Bob, who's left to introduce? I think we went too far with it.
I don't
to be
know
honest.
if we have enough time, but we're
Bomb
going to get
already.
introduce Sandra Bedloe, the other troublesome teenager.
Oh, well.
And then there's Frank, the handyman, who
Yeah.
putters around inside the trailer, and there's Cora, the Bedloe's maid.
And don't forget Eddie Balfour, Norma Bedloe's worthless brother.
Yeah.
And Dad Bedloe, the philosophical father of Henry Bedloe.
And Aunt Hattie, the troublemaker.
Oh, Bob, that's about all the time we have now, really.
Yes, it is.
Suppose we let our audience meet the balance of the Traveling Bedloes cast on one of our subsequent shows. Meanwhile, I think this is a good start.
Thank you, Mr. Music. And that, of course, serves to introduce our farm and agriculture expert, Dean Archer Armstead of the Lackawanna, New York Field Station.
To my hen house here, Bob.
Well, that's very timely, the key to your hen house, because I understand today you're going to answer some of the foul questions that have been written to you. Is that
Did you
right?
think of that yourself, Bob?
No, but you said the subject would be foul.
Well, I thought you... Well, that's pretty funny, Bob. To be serious, though, Bob,
Yeah?
I have brought along with me Robin Pickett. You remember Robin?
Yes.
Come on up, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
We've been working
Hello there,
up at
Bob and
the...
Ray.
Speak right up, Robin.
What's that?
I say, speak right up.
I said hello there, Bob and Ray.
Well, I didn't hear you.
Hello there, Bob and Ray.
Well, Robin, as you know, has been specializing on foul questions.
Get a little kick out of that, didn't you?
Oh, that's a funny one.
Yeah.
And Robin is here to answer some questions that we've been discussing at the field station. One thing you want to know, we have a record too. Robin, maybe you could explain to Barbara Ray and the listeners just what that record about the chicken gizzard is.
Well, I don't know much about it, Dean, except that it's a chicken swallowing its feed.
Well, Robin isn't too glib. That's about what it is. But we have a record of the gizzard working on this feed. And,
an actual record of a chicken gizzard? Is that what you...
You ought to hear this in stereo.
Well, it's in stereo.
Yes, but you'll only hear it monolarly, of course.
Uh-huh.
But we have it in a stereo record.
If I listen to it with both ears, I could hear it in stereo. Right?
Well, Bob, you're full of them today.
Yeah.
All right, well, would you play that record, please?
All right, Dean.
Hear it?
Yeah.
That's the gizzard. Now, that hum, of course, is electrical. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
That certainly is amazing.
We've been working 12 years on that.
Well, what else is new at the field station? Anything particular?
Not too much, Bob. I thought if you had some questions here, maybe I could answer them.
Well, there aren't too many here. The usual questions that crop up come the middle of August concerning how they can get their lawns ready for the fall and the winter ahead.
Well,
is it too early to start on that?
Well, no, it is, yes. I'll wait until the 1st of September to top dress your lawn. Scratch it on seed, put a little fertilizer on it, lime if the soil is acid, and
of course, it's always time to keep that compost heap working. What would you say? Well, thank you both, you and Robin I. Pickett, for...
Robin, you've been a great help. You didn't say yes, I, or no during the whole show.
Dropping by today.
You 400 miles down here in the station wagon.
Until next time, when Dean Archer Armstead will be our guest, he says...
So long until tomorrow.
Welcome to This Place for Heroes, dramatized events in the lives of ordinary citizens who never gave in, but waged a fight against unfairness, duplicity, and corruption. Today's dramatization concerns the fearless small-town newspaper editor, Fred John Wassell, whom we'll meet after our story.
Alice, how's this for an editorial? It's time Turnberg stood up to them. 3 years ago, Turnberg was a good town. Then they came. A trickle of evil men at first. We didn't know then what they were up to, but we soon found out.
Oh, Fred, those men will come around again if you print that.
Turnberg, with a population of 1,210 people, had 3 jukeboxes in it 4 years ago. Now we've got 1,700 jukeboxes in Turnberg, more than one to a person. Now,
I'll see who it is, Fred.
No, you better let me get that, Alice. Who is it?
Better open up, Wassell. It's me, Fist Faraday.
Alice, go home. You'll be safe there. Go through the back.
But what about you, Fred?
Do as I say, Alice. You think I'd like to go home, too? I'm no glory seeker. Just doing a nasty job. A job that has to be done. Now, please go.
All right, Fred.
See you later.
Open up, Wassell, or I'll just tear this joint apart.
Door's open, Faraday. Come on in.
Hello, small man. I understand you're writing another thing about me today.
Faraday, I'm going to tell you something. Your kind stinks. You know what you are? You're some kind of maniac from the Stone Age. You're from another world. You decided to make the trip here by sewer. Now you've arrived covered with a stench of corruption. Faraday, your world is fast disappearing. Your world of muscle weakens more each day, and I can help the atrophy along with words. That's right, Faraday. Let your epitaph read, he was stricken by a typewriter.
And that was the courageous stand taken by editor Fred John Wassell. And now I'm sure you all want to meet the real Mr. Wassell. Sir, I'd like you to say hello to the many fans you've made with your magnificent display of nerve.
Hello. I'm glad
glad to be here.
I understand the wire was removed from your jaw yesterday, Mr. Wassel.
That's right, and I'm glad it was, too. Alice is teaching me to walk again. Now I can tell her to stop when I get tired.
But all this that's happened to you, Mr. Wassel, it really isn't important. The important thing is that what the jukebox situation is like back in Turnberg these days, right? That's what we'd like to hear about.
Well, I understand they put 7 jukeboxes in my newspaper office. I really don't see how I'll get around the office with all that crowding.
And your wife, Alice, tells me that you have to put in your own money, and whatever it is in the machine has to be turned over to Faraday.
That's the understanding, yes.
Fred John Wassel, there isn't much I can say. You've said it all for us in words and in deed. You're a hero, and this is the place for heroes. Here on This Place for Heroes.
Wonder if I could audition for Mary today.
Mary isn't here, but she has authorized me to listen.
I've been practicing singing with the Smoky Valley Boys. I haven't got a complete song down yet.
Well, I
Could you
think...
put it on tape or something and play it for us?
All right, we could do that. We could arrange to tape it, sure.
All right, you ready, Romeo? And
Pie plant there.
pie plant and rhubarb bread and
Tex, the other Tex.
the other Tex and another one there. There's supposed to be another one. I forget his name. What's your name, new fella?
Hildreth.
Hildreth, yes. That forms the complete aggregation. Give us that number 213 in the books. I'll give you a little idea how it sounds. This is just a vamp here, see, like.
Well, I know, but you've always
heard this before.
Right, but now we want to hear the song part, you know?
All right. There was blood. There was blood on the... Wait a minute. There was...
Oh, wait a
I was trying to do blood on the saddle.
Oh, well, you can't be doing
I
that.
just never know when to jump in. There was... No, there's more of it. Coming up
I think,
now.
wait a minute.
I think there's...
I'll give you a signal.
Okay, one.
Go, right here.
There was blood
No,
on
wait,
the...
hold it.
No.
I don't think...
San Antone. All right. Cut it out. Fellas. No, I got to practice that with you guys. I think it's that new fella. Hildreth?
Yeah?
You ever played in a Western band before?
Yes, I did.
Well, which one?
Lawrence Welk.
Well, I got to get with you at the rehearsal tomorrow and see if we can straighten the thing out.
Okay.
Well,
I've been drinking.
Well, they discussed the merits of their band.
I don't think this is the act that we want up in Mary's house.
Did you get it on tape, though, Joe, in case she wants to hear it tomorrow?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, there goes your theme.
Yeah, well, don't go away, Mary, because we want you to give us a preview of tomorrow's featured recipe in just 10 seconds. Now here's Mary with a preview of tomorrow's recipe.
Then you cube a hunk of ice.
That's it.
Dear pop, 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 and ray, 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 I hear the tender sigh. Alack, alas, how time doth pass, for now we say goodbye.